welcome! We are back and straight into it this week. There's no build up. We're just going for a drive this week and a ramble. A bit of a ramble. I've been thinking. Been left to my own devices and I've been left with my thoughts. And I've been thinking about sim racing a lot, and I really do love online racing. I think LMU is brilliant. Although I whinge and moan and bitch about iRacing, when I did have iRacing, it was fun. I did enjoy it. I loved the endurance races. It had its own special thing. And the online racing was again epic. Race Room, if you saw my video about Race Room, you'll know why Race Room gets that reaction. But that's what got me thinking. The racing in Race Room, the racing in LMU, and all the videos that I watch on iRacing always have massive accidents. The racecraft recently is terrible, and it's got me. That's what's got me thinking. For me, I think the reason the racecraft is terrible is because racing is so accessible now, which is great, but also slightly bad, because I feel that that's how we end up with the racecraft that we have. So I've been thinking how to fix it, because there's no point in just whinging. We need to be able to whinge and come up with a solution. We may not be able to fix it ourselves, but at least there's some form of solution to start working from. Either someone else has the ability and the know-how how to fix it, or it at least gets the conversation started on how it can be fixed and things like that. So that's what I'm here to do, is give you an idea on how to fix sim racing. Now, Forza Horizon 6 came out, and it's absolutely brilliant. I really like Forza Horizon 6. It is, I would say, aimed more at the, I hate using these words, but the arcadey side of racing. It isn't very much a full-blown racing simulator, like LMU, iRacing, Automobilista, stuff like that. It is definitely a bit more arcadey, if you like, but it gets your foot in the door, and I think that's what's happened. Is a lot of people have bought Forza Horizon 6, people that wouldn't normally buy it as well, and gone, oh, you know what, this is actually really fun. I really like racing. I want to get into this more. So then they look at the next games, and we've had it in our groups and our communities where a lot more people have got into Automobilista 2, and I think Automobilista 2 is a great next stepping stone from something like Forza Horizon 6. Get into Automobilista 2, and then if you want to keep going even more serious and more competitive, say, I would then move to like LMU and iRacing and things like that, you know. But I think there needs to be something done, because a lot of these online games, that's what you do, is you go straight in and you go straight online. Like, people nowadays, or the youth them nowadays, will buy Call of Duty, and I've heard it where, oh, I just play online. I've never played the story. I've never done the campaign. Maybe it's from where I come from and the gaming that I've done in my life, but the first thing I would always do is the single player. I get used to the game, get used to the mechanics, get used to the feel, then I take it into multiplayer and do something with it. But I think it's very different now, and it's possibly the opposite way round. Like, a lot of people now will go straight to the multiplayer, never play the single player, and then just wreak havoc and go, whoa, it's a game, isn't it? Like, I personally don't agree with that. I don't think that's a good way to do it, because whilst you may be having fun, the other 15 people that is also in that game may not be having fun, and that then, I think, creates a problem, because if 15 people are not having fun and one person is, that's not a good game. I don't think that's a good game, really. And it's not a case of win or lose, you know. To me, I can still have a lot of fun doing anything and lose. Like, to me, for me, it's the taking part that counts. Like, I'm just here to have fun, you know. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a fun time. So to me, I'm just here to enjoy it and have a good race. But when people are just crashing and smashing and going, oh, well, it's a game, you know, we're just having fun. Like, well, I'm not. I'm here to race. Like, that's the game to me. Let's race. So my way of fixing this, I think, is to, oh no, is to have a safety system. And a lot of games have safety systems and safety ratings, right? iRacing has a safety rating. You have to build your safety rating up LMU has a very cool safety rate. I like the badge system in LMU. It lets you know who you're racing against and what have you. The downside to these safety ratings, though, is once you get low enough, or once you do something egregious enough, you're not taught why you were wrong, what you did wrong, or how to fix it. You are just banned, you know. And I've seen it with people like LMU and iRacing. Like, you just get banned. It's like, okay, so I've lost my badge, I've gone down on my badges, I'm now be careful of this person driver. Okay, and as that gets worse, they don't just say, okay, well, you just keep racing. They just give you a ban, and you don't learn anything, because then you're not racing. So my idea is, when you start the game, and I feel that this would have to be on a brand new game. I don't know if you could implement this in games that already exist, but when you start that game, I feel that you should have to race against AI first. You have to prove yourself. So and prove yourself at any level as well. So say you can only do it at 85 on the difficulty level. Okay, well, that's fine. But then once you've done 10 races at 85, then you can get the option to go online and race online. So then you're in the bracket of all of these people have done 10 races at 85 difficulty, so you know you're within that bracket. Some people may be quicker, so okay, we've done it at 100 difficulty. We're going to spin again. So we've done it at 100 difficulty. Okay, so now we're up a bracket, right? So then it becomes, I guess, not skill-based matchmaking like the first-person shooters do, but some sort of matchmaking in that way, right? So you know that all of these people are at your level, sort of thing. And if you start having too many accidents, which is fine, you know, we have accidents in racing. Go and look at any professional series. There are accidents all the time. People make mistakes all the time. It's what happens. But it's when it's silliness and purpose blocking and just not braking at turn one, or using the car in front as the brake and things like that's just silly, you know, and dangerous. So yeah, but instead of getting a ban when you get to that stage, and you're racing at 100, you know, you cause enough accidents for the game to go, oh well, you know, we need to calm down here. But instead of banning you, it just sends you back to the AI realm. So okay, you've had a few accidents, let's calm it, let's learn to race again, let's prove that we have that skill, that we can race again, you know, and then we go back into it. Maybe if you do it 3 or 4 times against the AI at like 100, but then when you actually get into the proper racing, you can't stay with 100. Maybe after 4 times it will make you go down to 90 perhaps, or something, you know. I don't know, like I say, just to get the conversation rolling. Maybe other people have ideas. If you have ideas, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, for something just to, you know, like, we've got to do better. The level at the minute is ridiculous, and the way that I would say this is, you wouldn't just get a tattoo machine and go straight into a tattoo parlor and go, oh yeah, well, I can tattoo a dragon on you, you know. We know you can't, you know. So you may be half decent, you know, but there's probably going to be mistakes. If someone comes in with some experience and some proof, like, okay, I've done 300 tattoos in the past, okay, yeah, I know what they're going to do, you know. So it's the same with like a bricklayer, you know. A bricklayer has to go through an apprenticeship first. I feel like not quite an apprenticeship for racing, but there should be some sort of proof gap, and not just put you straight in the ring. You know, like I say, you wouldn't ask a bricklayer to go and build a housing complex on his own first time. Well, you know, I can do racing, but no, it doesn't work like that, you know. As the Fast and Furious guys say, you can't just jump in the ring against Ali because you think you can box, you know. Like, it doesn't work like that. So yes, my fix is AI racing, which I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, you know, race against the AI, they're terrible, the AI terrible. I don't think the AI are terrible. I did a hardcore race recently, a hardcore race day, and it was absolutely brilliant. And we had smashes. There was a few races where I couldn't take part because we got crashed out or crashed into. So it's not the AI, because I can have a race against the AI and have a perfect race with no accidents, no crashing. But against humans, I can never do that. So it says to me that it's not AI. Don't blame the computer. Oh, AI is rubbish at racing. No, you obviously don't have their difficulty set right. If you're finding they're too slow in corners, you're obviously quicker than them then. So turn it up a bit, you know. You have to find that right level, and that's what I'm saying, is find that right level and then go online and race at that level. There's no point in racing online against James Baldwin if your name's Buzz Buzzington, you know, because you're not going to beat him, you know. But a lot of people can't accept that as well, so we also have to be able to accept where our position is and what we might actually be able to do within a race, which is also difficult for people. So this video is probably a complete waste of time because nobody's going to want to race against the AI, and everybody's going to think I'm crazy and I'm wrong, but that's just my idea to try and help racecraft. Because the race, like here, you know, the only accident we had in this race was because of me and my driving. It wasn't because of the AI. The AI raced perfectly. We were side by side with them. We're having good races with them, you know. So I don't believe the problem is in AI. I believe the problem is in it's people. It's the way that people decide to go racing, you know. It's that I've got to be so good. And maybe there's another sort of lenient way to say, like, you can either go online serious racing or go online silly racing. And maybe if you go online silly racing and there are crashes, then you've got nothing to whinge about. You know, that's part of the race. You know, people say go and play Wreckfest, but they're not going to. The reality is they're going to play these games that we're in, that we enjoy, that are kind of serious, you know. So maybe give them the place to do that. Like we say, no one really wants to do it against AI, and I appreciate that. But I do feel that that is possibly the best way to fix online racing, because if you can do it against the AI, then you can go online and do it against real people, and if you can't then do it against real people, well, then you're pushed back to AI, and if you don't want to do that, then there are other games out there, right? Like I say, I don't know if that is the fix. I don't know if that's how we're gonna cure the problem. I don't know, but something needs to be done on racecraft at the minute, because it's just shocking. Every video that I see online is, look at these smashes in iRacing, look at this LMU guy driving crazy, look at this should be banned, this is cheating, why are people doing this, why would you race like this? Like, it's like every video, and I'm sick of it. I want to watch good racing. I want to see videos that are, oh, look how good this racing was, look at this wheel-to-wheel race that we had that was so intense. Like, that's what I want to watch. I don't want to watch necessarily accidents and smashes. I want to watch good, close wheel-to-wheel racing, which is getting more and more increasingly difficult to find. Whether it be online or it be in the real world, it's getting difficult. So, yeah. More racecraft is what we need. So we need more practice. But there you go. That's my rant for today. I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for tuning in for this video and others that I have on my channel. I also stream 4 times a week, and we post daily to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and Twitch. So if you're ever looking for more content, we're always around. But there you go. Till next time, let me know as well what you think down below. Let me know. But till next time, stay safe. I'll see you soon. Peace. Bye.